walking down the track, I've got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. If this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night, 'cause I'm 900 miles from my home.
Hi, I'm the Offender. I hope that's okay with you. Today we should have a faff-free adventure. Basically, I went down to the dungeons, I stood in one spot, and I spun around until I got into all the random battles. So, before we do anything else, let's see how much money we have. Let's pull up our gold. Not yet. I wanted to get to 6,000 before I bought anything really new. I'm trying to decide which is more important. Right now, we're still all but one-shotting everything we run across. So maybe armor, this is one of the few times where armor is more important. Let's do it. At least, let's do this for Moria. Because Moria is our least armored person. Let's get her the nicest thing we can, which should be this body armor. First, let's pull the gold. Alright, and if we should have plenty there if we decide we need to resurrect someone. So let's get the equipping. We've got a flail, with a body armor, large shield. Okay, that brings your armor class down to 2, so that's pretty good. Now let's sell all this extra stuff. Gone and gone. Okay, good. Okay, let's get into the maze. Now, along with this, Maria also has a new spell. Remember I've been talking about this? There we go. And with that, we can now see. So we're going to go through every place we've been through so far, which is not much. Really what we're doing is we're looking for any secret doors that we didn't see before. Alright, Sarai, can you get on that? Good job, thank you. Oh, monsters surprise us, and then they promptly run away. Like they jump out of the shelves. We got you! Tag, you're it! Alright, we've been down this hallway before. So, let me tell you a little bit about me growing up as far as playing games. We didn't have a computer at my house for a long time. Now, this would be back in the 80s. Most people didn't have a computer, and if they did, it was something like a Commodore or whatever. And we didn't even have that. We had a, my dad brought home this Texas Instruments machine. I could probably look up what kind it was, but it did almost nothing. It could run a basic program you typed in by hand. There was a cassette. In order to save your stuff, you had to plug in a tape recorder and record it that way. It didn't always work, didn't always restore properly, so sometimes you had to push play or push record multiple times to get to go. But there really wasn't that much to do on it. It was like the cheapest thing, which I guess I can't complain. My dad had 5 kids, so the fact he was able to afford anything is a miracle. Okay, we've been... This is where the second floor exit, okay. And then this is where we can't go into the dark area. Alright. This is hallway. Door down there. Alright, so let's go through each of these doors one by one. We'll start at this one. Anyway, so we didn't have a computer in the house until, oh goodness, like the 90s. 1989, I think, is when we got it. And it was a DOS computer. It worked. But my dad also didn't want any games on it. You know, there's a couple things like Tetris. My mom would play on that all the time. There's a game that maybe I'll show later on as part of another series I'm working on. That was about finding a drow amulet. It was a early roguelike game. But that was about it. If I wanted to play a game, I had to go to school. Oh, hold on. In this room was a silver statue of a boar with horns and long fangs. On the wall by the statue is a message, partially obscured, that appears to have been left by passing elves. Probably stuff like, you know, dwarves suck. It is hardly legible, but some comments warning about ghosts and demons can still be made out. Will you search? Sure. And we found a key. Okay, what kind of key did you find? We don't know. Well, get that to Steve. You can always identify it. Anything else? I think someone else found a... But I found a potion, so... Anyway, give that to Steve as well. And then Dave, same thing with the shield. Anyway, so if I want to play a game, first I had to get some, and I didn't even know there were places to buy games for the computer. I really didn't. I mean, I never saw one in a mall back when I was growing up, which is funny because I grew up in Washington State, so you think I'd see them everywhere because Microsoft was up in Seattle. What that door there? But all we had at the school were Apple II computers. So, you know, what I'd wound up having to do is find a guy who would sell you a floppy disk, and find another guy with a game, and they had a copy of it. Disarmed it. Now let's do some quick healing. And then make a copy of his game, so you have to have another program, so you have to find some other kid that would let you do that. So really, what I'm saying here is that my grade school to junior high school computer experience was all based on piracy. I mean, I didn't even know it was piracy. It was just, oh, there were just these games out, that's how you get them around. I think I assumed they were just made by college people and for fun, and that's how they got traded around. I was kind of an innocent. But that was the only way. So the odds of me running into a game like Wizardry were almost nil to begin with anyway. And we never had a Nintendo or a Super Nintendo in the house when I was growing up. Which again, considering how much money my dad didn't have, I'm not blaming him, not surprising. Then again, when we did have stuff, it was always... I think the best way to put it is that my dad was not very good at picking technology. He tended to pick the losers. Like, he picked Laserdisc over VHS. You know, which, granted, Laserdisc is better quality, but it also kind of died out much faster than VHS did. Oh no. Oh, man. Anyone die? Anyone die? No, no one's dead. Okay. So that I could level up. We're going to hold off on that for just a second. Let's finish searching all this. And then we'll head back and see what we find. So, if I wanted to play these games anyway, I either had to do it... you know, during my lunch break at school, or hang around after school. So I'd have to find an excuse to stick around after school anyway. And so my mom would be like, where have you been? I was at school working on homework. Whereas really I was staying after school to play games. Okay, I think I explored all of this. Let's get some magic out of the way here and see if we can find out just where I was. Oh, good. And I forgot Steve also has some healing spells. Okay, so I explored almost all in here. So let's go back and finish exploring there. It's confusing because it looks almost exactly like the other area that's just further north of us. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do that one more time. Give me one more Doom-a-Pick. So, what I said I missed out on stuff? No, not really. I mean, now that I'm older, I can, you know, disposable income, I can do what I want, just with, you know, except for having to work and that kind of thing. But in some ways, it's better to get them all now, because, you know, like, I can replay this version. Oh, great. Can I heal that? Okay, we gotta get out of here. Okay, let's cast some spells real quick. I don't think I have any... What's this one do? This one... Okay, by the way, I found out that's a lie. That cures paralysis. I don't know why they're saying HP maxed. Okay, that should be enough to get her out of here. Oh, come on. Okay, Maria, dispel this stuff. Steve, you too. We gotta get through this as fast as we can. Okay, almost there. Got it. Okay, and then let's do some more healing. That's that I don't want her to die before I can get out of here. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Just in time. Whew. Okay. Well, that was close. So let me save my state here and then go have these guys take a nap. See how their level up go. 20 hit points, but he lost strength. Now I'll bring him down to 17 strength. He's even dumber, which I can stand Zeppelin being dumber, but losing strength. But he can also take more damage. This is so hard. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the hit points. That really hurts, though. I mean, I'm going to assume he can get, that he'll get it back in the next level up. Alright, where's the eye? No. See, that one I cannot tolerate. I cannot tolerate her losing agility. Not... Okay, that's fine. Okay. So with that, let's go back into the maze and heal everybody. Probably have to go back at... Yeah, because she's out. Steve has some healing magic left, so let's use that up. Now, as far as what I played back in the day, a lot of it was things like Ultima, because that was the game that everybody had a copy of somewhere. Potion of Curing, and a shield, okay. We'll keep the potion, and then we'll get rid of, sell off everything else. There are also some text games, which some of them I'd like to see if I can find again, just for my own curiosity. Large shield. I wonder, is that something that Maria can use? No, she could use a large shield. Does she have a large shield? She already does. Okay. Slurps, what have you got? You've got a large shield. I think everybody's... This guy has a shield, has a large... Okay, so you can sell this. For example, there's one I remember playing. It was a text game, so it's, go north, go south. You had to type that in. And at some point, you have to fight a dragon, and it's all in this cube. And it's pretty clear there was some random number stuff going on in the background. Because sometimes you could beat some of the monsters, sometimes you couldn't. I don't think I ever beat it to the end. I get as far as like the last monster and then with it. Okay, let's say everybody take a quick nap. Alright, good. Get the magic back up. And then Maria. Do some healing. Get all of them. And then the long one will be Sarai, because she was almost dead. We'll heal Dave first, please. There. Now he's all the way up. Okay, everybody's healed. Great. I'll go take one more nap. Okay, great. Okay, Maria, cast your light spell. Alright, one last area we have not yet explored over here to the east, and that's over in here. So let's take a look. Whoa, that's not the way we came. Where are we? Okay, let's take a look and see just where we are. That must have been a some sort of teleportation area. Yep, because the last thing we were at was 1909, it looks like, and we just poofed ourselves. Okay, we must have... I think what it is, we went from 1909, and then it curved around to 09 until we hit about, like what, 59, and then it teleported here. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's go straight ahead. Alright, that just takes us back. Okay, let's see what's in here. Alright, so you go through here and you come out there. Okay. Well, let's take this door. There is a gem-encrusted statue of a hooded man here. A golden light emanates from the hood. In front of the statue is an altar, in which pungent incense is burning. Will you search? Yeah. What do we got? Oh. Murphy's ghost. That guy looks ugly. Okay. That doesn't seem that bad. Hasn't hit us yet. And he hits for 2 points. Alright, this is okay. Points. He takes a lot of damage. Or at least we can't seem to cause a lot of damage on him. Going down. I mean, the good news is we're causing some damage to him, but it's taking forever. At the same time, he doesn't cause us a lot of damage either. It's like we're whittling each other down. Oh, alright. 741 experience. Alright, I'll take that. Did he come back? Oh, alright. Okay, well, let's remember that's a lot of experience, man. We're gonna... Yeah, we're ready for 2 levels up already. We're gonna grind that place. What's in here? In this room is a statue of a monster, with the body of a chicken and the head of a cat. The statue is made of bronze, and lies on an onyx pedestal. There are unusual runes on a plaque thereon. Research? Sure. Oh, another key. Alright, well, Zeppelin. Give that to Steve. Alright, Steve. Come on. There we go. So a key of silver and a key of bronze. Alright, that's good to know. What's in here? Well, a lot of rooms. Oh, okay. So that door leads to there. That door leads back, and so does that one. Alright, last one. I think that's just looping us back. Okay. How about this way? Uh-oh. Okay. Right now, I'm just kind of moving forward in any direction I can until something happens. Alright, let's see where we're at. Hey, Dave, show me where we are. Oh, okay, alright, so there's a door in front of us? Okay. Alright. How far forward can we go? Okay. This should be north. And this should be west. Can I go west? Oh, there are buttons here. Push one. I don't think I will. I think I don't want to go pushing buttons. Pardon me. Until I know more about where I'm at. Yep. Uh oh. That's fine. We're all in the dark. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, I know where we are. And alright, well, looks like there's some other rooms up there that we could go explore, but we can't get in there, and the doors are one-way doors. So let's do this. Let's go level up, and then we'll get... Okay, so I can't go through there. So let's go level up, and what we'll do is we'll come back and finish exploring that dark area. We'll have to go all the way to the east and loop around from there. That's fine. Alright, Maria, let's see how your level up goes. Okay, Lost strength, gain vitality, but gain a lot of hit points. Okay, I'll let it go. Those trade-offs are really interesting. I mean, a lot of hit points, so I lose a point of strength, which for her is not a huge deal, but it's still annoying. All right, Dave. Let's see how you go. All right, gain strength, vitality, and 2 hit points. Okay. Alright, let's get our magic back, our health back up, excuse me. And survive. Okay, that's everybody. And a quick nap for everybody. There we go. Alright. Let's finish exploring that area. Yeah, don't... You may as well. Rodrigo, turn your light back on. It also looks like the light went away when we were in the dark zone. Pardon me, I'm sorry, that just came on me out of nowhere. Okay, and then it loops around. And then we go through this one, and this one. And then we're in the dark. We turn to the right, go forward until there's a door. Okay, and we can go north. This is me going south. And no, it's not terribly exciting. All you're seeing is the darkness here. You know, maybe we can cast Magic Missile at the darkness. Alright, let's see where we're at. Okay. So there's nothing here, but we can go south, and then head a little bit to the east, and then there's a room. Okay, so south, east 1, south 1, and then into a room. Whoa! A strange glow seems to emanate from this room. In the center, a smallish man in a long robe turns towards the party and shouts, "Be gone, strangers!" He slowly waves his hands and chants, "Mapiro Mahama Doromat." What happened? Oh. Okay. I guess now we know. You go in there and he sends you back to the castle. Alright, great. We probably should go and rest, but let's take a quick look here. There's a few more spots in there I could explore. Let's go ahead and round those out. Make sure we're not missing anything important. We do have that strange room with all the buttons there. We'll have to explore that. Like I said, I don't want to go pushing buttons until I've got some clue about what they do. Okay, so this is here. And this is all the way south. Alright. Steve, where are we at? Okay. So just a little alcove there that leads nowhere. So I can go north 1, over 1 to the east, and then south 2. Okay. So, north 1, east, south 2. Okay. So I think I've got all that mapped out. So, Dave, take a look. Okay, so we've got all that area mapped out. So it just leaves this area. And Moria, give us one last light spell. Great. Now we can explore in here. Go this way first. Skeletons. Okay, let's take these guys out. What I'll probably do is, off camera, is I'm going to go back to that Murphy's Ghost area and just farm the crap out of that. See how far up we can go in levels. Okay, keep on fighting, keep on fighting. Great. And leave the friendly skeletons alone. I'm like, hey man, we want to party. You can use our bones, our ribs as xylophones. Those are some cool skeletons, Jerry. So here's one of the things I find interesting about history is how people would believe ridiculous things because they read it somewhere. For example, doctors didn't know that men and women had equal number of ribs. Because this is in the Bible that Adam had a rib taken out of him and it was given to Eve. And so it took ages until finally someone started, actually looked at a woman and counted the ribs and went, oh wait, they're the same number. That's crazy. I mean, the ultimate thing is just look. That's why we have science. Science is not a thing. If anyone says, well, science has proved it, therefore, the next response should be, okay, where's the study? Can you replicate it? Can I do the same thing that they did and get the same results? If not, that's probably not true. It's probably garbage. I think that's the thing that frustrates me when people say they don't understand science or it's complicated. It's like, well, no, look, the whole idea is this person did this thing, or they saw this thing, and they say, here's how you can see this thing too. If you take these steps, you'll see the exact same thing that I do. And then based on that, it would seem to prove this. And then your job is to come up with an alternate reason as to why that occurred. Like, take Louis Pasteur, right? He comes up with germ theory. He says, hey, they're these tiny little things. They're too small for us to see with our microscope. They're making people sick. The solution to this is keep germs out of stuff. Won't get so sick. People are like, no, it's crazy. We just have stuff that's spontaneously emerging from inanimate stuff and whatnot. So he said, okay, here's how we'll disprove that. I'm gonna take this meat solution. I'm gonna put it inside a flask. I'm gonna boil it, and I'm gonna seal the lid so nothing can get in. And because of that, the organisms that are already in the air can't get in, so nothing new can grow, and that proves me right. People are like, well, no, because air itself has this active ingredient that's creating life. You haven't proved there's microorganisms. So we said, okay. And you can see this experiment still going on to this day. He got these goose-necked flasks. They have these long necks. That's why they're called goosenecks. And he said, okay, if air itself is the medium from which life emerges, not because there are microorganisms, then by keeping these goosenecks open, air itself will go inside where the meat solution is and where I've boiled all the life out of it and you'll get it, have it become cloudy again. But if air is not the thing, if it's microorganisms, they will not be able to get up the tubing to make their way to the meat broth. And that experiment, 100 years later, is still sitting there to this day with unclouded meat broth because he proved that, look, this is all caused by germs. In this case, bacteria. If the bacteria cannot get to the meat, well, then they can't decompose and do stuff to it. I wonder if there's ever been someone who wanted to troll that and go in there late at night and put their mouth on the tube and blow really hard so that the stuff that's in their lungs, all the organisms living in there, get down to the meat and infect it. So they can say, oh my gosh, Louis Pasteur is wrong. Alright, I think we've explored all this level. Yep. That's everything. So, alright, so the plan then is I'm going to spend the next bit off camera farming that ghosty, leveling up. Next time you and I meet, we're going to be quite a few levels higher, a little bit richer, and ready to finally take on the second floor. I'm the Offender. I hope it's been okay with you. Bye now.